How's it going? Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to be talking about Arrida Serai today. We usually like to use reality as kind of inspiration for a story instead of necessarily copy and pasting. Today we're going to work on some plants for kind of in the desert and some of the oases. Teresa gave me this idea. I had tasked her before with kind of coming up with some plants. She's very into plants and works with Chinese medicine. So I wanted her to kind of bring some of that knowledge or depth to making a story. So she gave me this plant called Corydalis that people use for painkillers. So we're trying to do some research today on finding out what it looks like, what it tastes like, what it smells like. So I'm gonna be sniffing the screen. It has this really cool like flower.
So the tuber of the plant is what gets used. The tuber is like the part that grows underground, like it's a potato or something.
Oh, that's exciting.
But in our story, they could eat the flowers. It could be whatever you want it to be.
So it has a lot of different colors, pinks.
I like the blue ones a lot.
Oh, I didn't know it was called a tuber.
The tuber is, yeah, that's what's, or a rhizome.
Let's see, what else has it got? Here's the rhizome.
Yeah, that's the part that's used.
So it's dried here?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, the yellow ones are cool.
Yeah, the purple ones are the ones that are used.
Really? More so than the others?
Just in, like, in TCM, that's that variety of...
TCM. I'm kidding, I'm sorry. Seeds are really cool.
Yeah.
They kind of look like snails.
It could be their own little creatures.
Mm-hmm. Little walking little plants. Yeah, let's see. Ooh, that one's cool. So, we'll go over to our project folder for images. We'll talk about the blue heron Corydalis. Alright, so we decided we want to do like a bush or keep it as a flower. I feel like we should take it and change it a little. So I think we're going to try to turn it into a bush. Maybe it has some other features, maybe some extra colors. Maybe it only grows on top of other plants, so we could do something like that. That maybe it's a symbiotic relationship with another plant. We could do that. So we could take this plant and flower, maybe combine it with some sort of cactus or something, so then it could be found in and outside of some of the oases. Since the oases have vast biomes, but the planet itself, walking outside of them, is mostly desert, we would want a cool way to have people discover it so we can make it be a symbiotic relationship with cactus. So we're going to kind of reflect that in this prompt. So what I was going to do is kind of create this one based on the blue heron Corydalis that is kind of a symbiotic relationship with some sort of cactus. And we're going to do that right now and kind of generate it in our style. All right, so it looks like the image was generated and we got a pretty good looking symbiotic relationship there now. We got the cool cactus on the bottom and the flowers of the plant came out pretty well. It got the red stem. So this is kind of what I do, is kind of start with that first general idea that comes, kind of bounce it around. So then when we first get it, we kind of see where it lands, and then it lands pretty well for now. I think I might do some adjustments, maybe make the cactus a little bit bigger, maybe put a couple more in the image, but the flower itself seems to have replicated the real one moderately well. It's not as tubey as that one, so I think some adjustments I would take on with it is to kind of request it to kind of match the tube. Maybe I'll add a picture myself of what I want, but this one's pretty good for so far. We'll also see what Teresa thinks, because this is her plant that she had the idea for, so we kind of see if she likes this idea or if she has another opinion. So that's kind of what I do for that. And then also do some more of the places for another one, so we can do that next. I need to make some of these places. I have a whole list here of extra oases that I need to make, because I only have some of the main 4 I think made, and I gotta kind of break down some more. I'll save this for another video. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. So we're gonna catch you next time for Arrida Serai. I'm gonna be making a couple more of these shorts. Good afternoon, bozos.
Wait.
Welcome to Arrida Serai. Welcome to Arrida Serai. Welcome to Arrida Serai. Good afternoon, folks. Please welcome in.